right, so Michael Douglas says he actually lied about having throat cancer. And there's a casting shakeup for the upcoming 50 Shades of Grey movie. It has all of America talking. But let's start with the Emmy and Oscar winner, Michael Douglas. He now says he was actually diagnosed with tongue cancer in 2010. On a British talk show, Douglas said he was trying to avoid facial surgery, which could have forced him to remove part of his jaw. But was that really the reason why he lied about it? Joining me now, Jawn Murray, editor of alwaysalist.com, and then lovely Mo Ivory, host of the Mo Ivory Show. So you guys, be real with me here. Why in the world would he lie about the type of cancer that he has, Mo?
I don't really know, and I don't understand, because it's so truthful, sort of authentic to come out and express yourself about it in the beginning. And everybody was on, you know, sort of watching the TV in total compassion and sympathy. And so I'm kind of confused as why he didn't just say the truth about it, because at this point in his career, would he really be losing any money even if he just retired and said, that's it, I'm not doing it anymore? So the fact that he's saying he was worried about job opportunities was a little bit suspicious to me.
And there were a couple people that were suspicious. John, let me get your take on this, of the timing of these announcements. Because, you know, he made the announcement about throat cancer, then linked his ex-wife to it by saying it had to do with too much oral sex. Then they separate. Then his new movie comes out. All the while, who are we talking about? Michael Douglas.
Well, I applaud him for lying about it. I'm not an advocate of anybody lying, Lynn. But here's the thing. He's not a man who's interested in retiring. This is a man who wants to continue working. And so because of that, he told people the truth about having cancer so that he could beat the tabloids and get in front of the story. He didn't tell the specific type of cancer because he didn't want it to affect his ability to work. And we know Hollywood will cast you based on illnesses. Sharon Osbourne just a year ago accused the ABC network of firing Jack Osbourne from a job because of his MS. So I applaud Michael Douglas for handling this the way he wanted to and limiting the amount of information that we know until he was ready to tell it.
No, listen. It's not like he came out and said, I have cancer and and that's all I want to say. He said throat cancer. He said specifically this is what I'm saying.
It was in his mouth region. Let the man handle it the way he wants to.
He put his ex-wife out there.
And he said why it was that way.
I mean,
he did not say specifically that oral sex with his wife caused it. He said oral sex over the years.
Okay, let's get to another heated conversation here. We got to keep this rated G. We're in the evenings, guys.
Let's do that.
So now to Sons of Anarchy actor Charlie Hunnam. He says he was too busy with other projects to take on that 50 Shades of Grey movie. After Hunnam's commitment to the role of Christian Grey was announced, you guys, fans were outraged. Within hours, there were petitions, pages popping up, begging producers to reconsider. There were more than 87,000 people that signed a Change.org petition calling for White Collar's Mac Bomer to take the role. Vampire Diaries' Ian Somerhalder. And then there's the Thor and the Avengers actor, Chris Hemsworth. I think he'd be a phenomenal for this. They're all popular picks. And a personal favorite here on Evening Express, the one and only Ryan Gosling. Lynn Barry, maybe. Everyone's laughing at me. I think I'm getting a little bit of a reputation here on this one. John, let me start with you. Why do you think Charlie Hunnam quit? Do you think he was pushed out, or is it TV commitments, which has been a great little line there?
Well, I definitely don't think he was pushed out. The Hollywood buzz seems to be that the guy just didn't like the fanfare. He had to have these extra bodyguards for a recent premiere, that he didn't like all the media attention. My whole thing is, if you don't want to be in a blockbuster movie and get this type of attention, maybe you should leave Hollywood and go back and do community theater or something. Because every actor, even your serious thespian, they live for a big role like this. They live for a role that will make them a household name. And I think that this whole story is just wacky.
Yeah, you know, when you have a Change.org petition to get you off of something, you got to believe that that's got to influence it.
Okay, the pressure's hot, but the pressure is hot in Hollywood. That's what you sign up for, right? And I agree 100%. How do you walk away from the biggest sex drama that's going to change your whole life, your career, because the pressure's too intense? He wasn't meant to have that role. He needs to go and let Channing Tatum come forward and take the role.
And the truth comes out. We've not heard that name floated, but girl, you are right.
Channing Tatum would be excellent because he is sexy, he can be serious, he has that dark edge that the character has.
Oh, it sounds like you're describing me, Mo. It sounds like you're describing me.
I am.
Wait a minute.
John Murray's name.
You know?
I don't know.
I mean,
John, who would you pick?
Let's go for any of the Ryans. Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Smith can play the role.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Ryan will sign up. His TV commitment.
I'm available.
Yeah.
I can do it. Why
Let me check
not?
my schedule.
I'll do Evening Express after dark, and then I'll do that during the day. That's perfect.
Okay, you heard it here first, producers. But let's get to the chemistry of these characters. It's so essential that they have great chemistry, and there were rumors that this Hunnam guy was really cast because of his chemistry with Dakota Johnson. Are they going to recast her if they're choosing a new character?
No, I think they need to do a screen test with Channing and make sure that he's good for the role, or whoever would be in that role. But I think that they'll be fine. Listen, if you read that book, I mean, all three, you start to really get into the characters, even yourself. Like, you could imagine how this happens. I've read them. I love this series. So I think that I don't think that they will have.
Mo is telling us a lot about herself tonight, huh? Yeah,
So
Mo.
I don't think that they'll have a problem finding two people that can have the chemistry to do it the right way.
My favorite thing about this book is no one really wants to admit that they read them. You go to a pool, like on vacation, everybody's got
the
upside down
with a book cover on it.
Exactly. They're reading it on a Kindle so they don't have to admit it. John, you read the books?
No, I'm not reading the books, but I like the fact that Mo has. Mo has given us new meaning to the HLN series After Dark.
Yes, thank you, John Murray.
Here we go.
Mo Ivory, the rumors now can ensue.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't either.
I'm speechless
I want to
as
make up
well.
analogies, but then I remember it's a
No.
G-rated show.
Let's
Okay.
let it lie.
Yes, thank you.
Let it lie.
Thanks, guys.